Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a special Big Dave show and tell, and we do have a very special guest who's having his morning coffee there. I would imagine he's in Nashville this morning, right? Elvie?
Yep.
We got newcomer Elvie Shane with us. Good morning, Elvie.
What's up, everybody?
Great to see you. Now, wait a minute. I'm looking at all those tattoos. Are those tattoos, or is that the shirt underneath you here?
They're
on your arms.
Yeah, they're stick-ons.
I know. I was looking up here, and actually, I couldn't tell if those were tattoos as well.
This is just the shirt.
Oh my goodness, stick-ons. That's funny. Show off the haircut too. I like the hair.
I don't know. I let my barber experiment sometimes. So.
Love it.
This is great. Well, congratulations to you, Elvie Shane, on all the success you're having with the great song "My Boy." I'm telling you, man, people are loving that song.
Man, you guys have been killer. Thank you so much. I've got a lot of friends up in your area that are just constantly letting me know that you guys are showing us some love. So appreciate you guys.
And we try to do you a solid every time we play it and say, if you're wondering how he spells it, it's like Elvis. Instead of an S on the end, it's an E. Just remember that.
I've told people that for years and they still get it wrong. So I found some other Elvie Shanes for the first time in my life the other day.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah, there's actually some other Elvie Shanes in the world. They're all Filipino women.
Well, hey, you know what? If you guys ever get together, you're going to have some great food.
Yeah. I love it.
You're from Kentucky, right?
Uh-huh.
What part?
A little town called Caneyville.
Caneville. And so what is that in relationship to Cincinnati, Ohio?
So Cincinnati is a long way from Caneyville. It's I'm about an hour and a half to 2 hours south of Louisville.
Okay.
And you can tell I'm from Kentucky because I say Louisville right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true. You might be pronouncing the "ville" a little bit too much, though. It should be just Louisville.
Whoa. It's like you got to say it like you got a mouthful of biscuits, you know?
Yeah. I grew up right outside of Nashville in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and there's the exit there is also Shelbyville, Tennessee. But nobody around there says Shelbyville. They all say shovel, like it's something you're going to dig a hole with. I'm from Shovel.
I'm from Shovel.
Yeah.
I lived in Lafayette, Tennessee one time. Other people call that Lafayette.
Oh, yeah. I would say Lafayette.
It just matters. Well, it just matters where you're from.
Well, being from a thoroughbred state, I saw that you got a little pony of your own in the garage. Tell me a little bit about this Hillbilly Hellraiser.
Oh man, I love my car.
It's a Mustang, by the way, ladies.
Yeah.
Badass.
I always told myself when I got a record deal, I was going to go and buy one of these new body style Mustangs. I wanted a white one, and I just love this. It's called S550, the body style of these newer ones. But I didn't know before I got a record deal that these days record deals don't come with 90s record deal money. So,
Yep.
So I get my record deal, and they took care of me, but they didn't go out and buy a new car with cash take care of me. And I go look at this car, and they go in the loan office, they do their deal, they come back out there, and they tell me what my monthly payment's going to be. And I'm just like, y'all crazy. That ain't happening. I go back to Nashville. I go to Guitar Center, and I walk in, and there's a white Fender Mustang guitar hanging up on the wall. And I was like, this will have to suffice. So I go home, I'm playing my new white Fender Mustang that costs about 1 month's payment on the car. Right before I go to bed, I flip open my laptop. I was just going to get on there and look around at some stuff. And that Facebook ad was still up for that car I went and looked at. And I looked down at my guitar and I looked up at the car. And I thought, oh no, this will not do. So the next morning, I got a $75 Uber all the way to Clarksville, Tennessee, hopped in my new white Mustang, and drove it to my right that morning.
Yeah, right there. Clarksville, Tennessee, home of the 101st Airborne, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Oh, fun fact.
Yeah, very well. I've been working in Nashville. I was always in Clarksville for remotes for my radio station there. So, well, Elvie, you brought your guitar, And it is show and tell. So you're going to show us. This isn't the Fender Mustang, right? This is an acoustic guitar.
No, this is a songwriter buddy of mine. A guy you guys might know, Doug Johnson. He let me. I would go play this guitar at his house all the time. And one day he finally was like, "Hey man, you're the only one that ever plays that guitar. Why don't you just take it with you?" I said, "Deal."
Awesome.
Cool.
Elvie's got his guitar there now, and it's beauty. It is a beauty. And we're gonna hear "My Boy." Are we ready?
All right.
I'm gonna make you the sole inhabitant of the Big Dave Show and Tell here. So go right ahead, sir.
I appreciate y'all.
He ain't got my smile, that don't bother me a bit. He's got somebody else's eyes I'm seeing myself in. I'm holding on to every moment, God knows I missed a few. The day we met, I knew I had some catching up to do. Yeah. He ain't my bud, ain't got my name, but if he did, I'd feel the same. I wasn't there for his first steps, but I ain't missed the ball game yet, and that ain't ever gonna change. I can never walk away. Yeah, he's my son, and that's my choice. He ain't my blood, he's my boy. He hit me like a train, first time he called me dad. In a 3-stick figure crayon picture with all of us holding hands. His mama said, I understand if it's too soon for this. I didn't let her finish, I took it to the kitchen and I stuck it on the fridge. He ain't my blood, ain't got my name, but if he did, I'd feel the same. I wasn't there for his first steps, but I ain't missed the ball game yet, and that ain't ever gonna change. I can never walk away. Yeah, he's my son, and that's my choice. He ain't my blood, but he's my boy. He's Saturday morning cartoons. He's aching to sleep in your room. He's bigger than the plans I had. He's making me a better man. He ain't my blood, ain't got my name, but if he did, I'd feel the same. I wasn't there for his first steps, but I ain't missed mama yet, and that ain't ever gonna change. I can never walk away. Yeah, he's my son, and that's my choice. He ain't my blood, but he's my boy. Yeah, he's my boy.
Woo! That's fantastic!
Yeah.
Wow,
Woo!
man!
It ain't.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say. I mean, you have to have like the best reactions from people that you meet. I know this year it's hard to meet people since the song came out, but just the stories and how it's hit home with people on both sides of that story. You know, either it's the father, the guy who came in and kind of stepped in to be the father, or the son who all of a sudden had a father. I mean, it has to be amazing.
It's been really cool to see, man. I mean, as a songwriter, you can only hope that you write a song that evokes emotion from people, and to see how the song is connected with people, it's just been incredible. And to see how it's literally went viral on social media multiple times in the last couple of years. So I was fighting the whole time to not sing the girl version, because we put a little video up of My Girl for all the people who have stepdaughters and adopted daughters and stuff last night on social media. And I was up watching. I mean, within a few hours, there was 400 videos. People were using the audio from that on TikTok. So
TikTok, yes, it's
That is
blown
so
up on
cool.
there.
Yeah, I saw some folks here locally. A guy actually did it, posted a video of him singing it with his guitar, but changed it to "My Girl" just to, pretty much keep the lyrics the same except for that part. I mean, it's amazing.
yeah, it's been really cool to see.
Chelsea, you were wondering. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Can you give us a little background on the song and how it came together?
Oh, absolutely. So I was living at a house up in Hendersonville where I was renting a room at a house in Hendersonville, Tennessee. First 2 years I spent down here without my wife or boy at all. I was just down here grinding, trying to find people to write songs with, and I had ran into these boys that had a room for rent. And we were all sitting on the back porch of the house one evening, and just sitting around. I would say we were all sitting around having Coors Lights. I was babysitting one, and they were drinking. I'm not much of a beer drinker, but we were just talking about songs and we wanted to write something that meant something that night. And a friend of mine's mom had sent me a post on Facebook the night before. Social media has played a big part in all of this, but the post said, "I don't have a stepson. I have a son that was born before I met him." And that really resonated with me in my position. And we were talking about how many people out there that could relate to. And within the writers, there was 4 writers on that song, and 3 of us we could connect with it in some way. But no, our buddy Lee Starr, he walked out and was leaving, and my buddy Russell Sutton strategically put a guitar in Lee's hand, because anytime you put a guitar in Lee's hand, he's got to play it. And, Russell went in to grab another beer, and by the time he came out, Lee was already playing this little lick on guitar, and Nick Columbia, the other writer on it, looked at me and said, "Well, hey, Elvie, tell me about your son." And I said, "Dude, he's my boy." And that was like just the first thing I said. And he said, "Right there, let's write that." So the rest is history. The next day, Russell Sutton comes out in his flaming pants pajamas, smoking a cigarette, playing his guitar outside, and I'm having my coffee, and he's like, "Elvie, I don't think we know what we did last night."
But it was big.
We had no idea how big it was going to be, and how it was going to connect with so many people. I'm so thankful for it.
It's amazing. But I mean, the way you connected with people right now is like we're doing. It's all virtual, Chelsea.
That's right. I noticed, like, on social media, you're doing a lot of virtual meet and greets, still keeping up with the fans, even though we can't meet face to face.
Yeah, that was so cool. We just did that just a couple of nights ago. Actually, we did one, and it's so much fun. I'm a people person. Never met a stranger is what they always said about me when I was about 5 or 6 years old. So I've got to have those interactions. So we're gonna be doing those once a month from now on, and trying to really connect with some of these early fans, especially the people that are there when we first got up and running. So.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. I mean, you got to do what you got to do in the year that is 2020. And as we start to wind it up here with you, Elvie, I got to know, as we going towards Christmas, what was your biggest Christmas gift ever? The one that you remember as a child? Which one sticks out the most that you wanted, and you got it? What was it?
I don't know if it's the one that I wanted and got it, or if it's the one where Mama caught me sniffing through the closet when I found my E.T. movie and maybe a PlayStation or something like that. She was just not very happy with me. Like, I remember opening that gift, and she's being like, "Well, you already know what it is."
Well, but you had a lot of fun with it, didn't you?
That's funny.
Absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we got snow out here. I wish I could show you, but it would just blow out the screen. But anytime I see snow, I'm a happy man.
Yeah, it is, and it's Christmas time. And Elvie, Shane, you're going to have a merrier one than you've had in many years, I imagine, this year with the success of My Boy. Yeah. Thank you for coming on with us today. We appreciate it.
Hey, God bless you. I really appreciate you having me. Thank you for all the love up there, man. It's been incredible. You guys have been there from the drops. Thank you.
Well, we'll see you soon, I hope, in 2021.
All right, y'all take care now. Hopefully,
You
that
too.
magic switch associated with December 31st into 2021, everything gets
Yeah.
better.
Just pull it down. Yep, absolutely. Elvie Shane, thank you, brother.
Woo! Y'all take care now.